Good evening, my dear students. In this video, I am going to discuss static and dynamic forecasting with exogenous variables in EViews, and this is part 2. In part 1, I used static and dynamic forecasting with exogenous variables. In this video, I am going to use dynamic and static forecasting in time series using AR and MA process. So let me start with the definition. This is my data, and I have already run the regression regarding the payroll, least square payroll on constant C, AR1, AR2, and then at trend, and after that I am regressing this on the dummy variables for the various months, and I am dropping the last one. So if I press this, here is my estimated equation. This is my estimated equation. Now I'll forecast. I'll go here and I'll save this as equation number 6 for dynamic. So equation 06, and this is dynamic. I will use DYN for dynamic and ST80 for static forecasting. So here I will change the sample. So I'll write 2009 month 4 and 2014 month 12, and here is my dynamic forecasting. These are my dynamic forecasting, right? So this goes up to 2012 month 2014 month 12, and this is from 2009 month 4. I can also use forecasting for static forecasting, and I will write ST80 for static forecasting, and again I will set the sample for 2009 month 4 to 2014 month 12, and this is my static forecasting. And you see, as expected, the static forecasting, let me see once again, this should be, sorry, I should check this one, the static forecasting, and I'll write again equation 06 ST80, and I'll change this sample. So this should be 2009 month 04 till 2014 month 12. So I should check this static for state. So here is sorry, once again I'm sorry for this mistake. It should be equation 06 ST80, and I will check this, and let me do this 2009 M04 and 2014 M12. So this is my static forecasting. So as expected, the static forecast goes up to 2013 month 4 and performs better than the dynamic forecast, and you saw the dynamic forecast earlier in the other slide. So that is how you do that. I can also show you the dynamic forecast once again. So I'll do that equation 06 dyn, and here it is also checked, and this should be 2009 month 04 2014 month 12. So this is how we compare dynamic forecasting with the static forecasting. In the dynamic forecast, the lagged residuals are forecasted dynamically. This means that future values of lagged residuals are formed using the forecasted values of the dependent variable. In contrast, the static forecast uses actual lagged residuals and actual values for the dependent variable to produce forecast. So this is dynamic and static forecasting with the AR term. Now I will use static and dynamic forecast using the MA term. So let me copy this from here, and I'll paste it here, and if I press this, my new equation will be estimated. This is my new equation. That is, we have constant, we have payroll, we have trend, we have these months. The last month is dropped, and these are AR1 and AR2. Now AR2, the coefficient of AR2 is not significant, but the coefficient of AR1 is significant. The all the months except August is all the months are significant except the August, and the constant term is not significant. The lagged value of the payroll is significant, and the trend is not significant. And we can also check the R squared is 0.99. The Durbin-Watson value is 1.98. That is almost 2. So this model is not bad, and you can also use this for dynamic and static forecasting. So let me click on forecast here, and I would like to save this equation as 8 EQ08, and I'll write dyn for dynamic, and I will also write here equation 08 and standard deviation for dynamic, and I'll also check I will also set this sample as 2009 M04, 2014 M12. Let me see what happens. Sorry, this should be this should I change equation 8. Let me use this. I have already done this. It's here, and let me show it the graph of this. This is the equation 8 standard deviation dynamic, but I can do this again. This is ARMA as well as payroll. So forecast, I'll use this 08 dynamic and use standard deviation. This should be EQ08 STDEV DYN, and let me use this 90 dynamic. Let me use this 2014, and this is month 4. So okay, so this is the dynamic forecasting with the plus minus 2 standard errors bands, and I can also do this for static. I will just replace this dynamic with the static here, and it can be done. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how we can do forecasting using MA and AR and MA terms with the exogenous variables in EUs. I hope this was quite informative and helpful for you. If you have any question, you can write your query or question in the comment section, and I would like to come back with the answer. I thank you very much for watching this video, and once again I am sharing this with you. Thanks for your attention. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, kindly do subscribe the channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get notification about my other videos. Thanks for watching my video and liking my channel. Kindly do share the channel information with your colleagues, with your friends and students, so that they can also get benefit of this. Thank you, and see you in another video soon.